Live. I decided to do this because, for one thing, taking a break between all the videos on this TD um, 20 Johnson 1947 outboard motor. There's a few things that I wanted to show you guys behind the scenes of what's going on here. So I'll just turn the camera around and explain everything. All right. Let's see. There we go. Had to remember how to turn the camera around on this thing. So first of all, uh, getting ready to do the ignition. Put the coils back on the magneto plate and all that. Hey, pretty good, Jim. How's it going? Uh, just going over the what's new around here. Um, so we're going to be going on to that. That'll be the next step in this video series, and that's another thing. I need to churn my TD20 Johnson videos into a playlist, so I'm going to do that too. Other than that, go outside here, show you what I'm doing outside. Oh, um, brought my banjo out here. I'm going to be picking on the banjo and writing some songs too. So I figured that would be fitting for the type of music that I'll be writing here shortly. So I'll go outside here. It's it's drizzling out here right now, raining, whatever. So might get a couple drops on the camera here. Let me turn this around here. I got my my steering handle on the wrong side here. There we go. Get that fixed up. There. Now I can move this around. So what I did is I got the boat moved out of the boat port. Okay. Got all kinds of room in here now for stuff. Got my lawnmower, my pressure washer, and all that in here. So I also put the bimini top on, but what I need to do now that it's starting to rain is get these side covers on because I'm getting water down inside here. I mean, it's just sprinkling right now, but if it really turns into a rainstorm, I'm going to have those on. And I got the front cover on. I left it on when I put it in the boat shed. The reason I did that is in order to put the boat in this boat port. It's got kind of a low ceiling here, so obviously the bimini top has to come down. So all I did is just unsnap it, fold it back, and was able to drive it in there. And this trailer is 20 feet long, fits in here perfectly. So that works during the winter. Works great. And the old 60 horse Merc here. I took the carburetors off and went through that, and made sure they were torqued properly and all that. So I'll be putting those carbs back on the Mercury 60 horse, but I have to redo the link and sync. Whenever you take one carburetor or all the carburetors off, you have to redo the link and sync again. So I'll be doing a video on that. I'm also going to redo the RPM idle setting on this thing too. I was reading up that there's a couple things I missed on that on the original video. So we're going to correct that error. Hey, buddy, say hi. Say hi. He's my helper out here. Yep. So that's about what's new. I just wanted to show you what I'm doing here. I got my gas containers outside the shed. Um, this one, of course, is my auxiliary tank. And right now I have the oil mix in there um, for my Mercury Mark 10, which doesn't take the 16:1 ratio. It's more like a 50:1 on that one, like my boat, Mercury Mark 60 horse motor. But for this old Johnson motor, I'm going to have to put in a 16:1 oil ratio on it. So I will do that. And other than that, this is just the one I use for putting gas in the lawnmower. Same here. This one here is what I took out of the tank that was in the. Can't remember what it was. To tell you the truth, this is my chainsaw mix in this one. This is just regular oil that I put in the lawnmower and stuff. So I got all that stuff out here. You know, it's safer out here than it is inside the shed. So, other than that, I mowed the yard for the first time, and that was the yard was still wet. I got tired of waiting on the grass to dry out, so I went ahead and mowed it. I couldn't wait any longer. And now I got grass clumps all over the place because I didn't want to use the grass catcher because it just clogs up, you know. So I just went over it without it. So the next time I mow, I should be able to pick up all that stuff. Other than that, uh, back in here where it's not raining, there's the Mercury Mark 10 up there. Now I found cleaning this up, the lower end. I got it ready to go. I just got to get the oil is coming. The special oil that goes in this thing, which is a C105 lubriplate. That I got all this cleaned up. From here up, I need to take that outside and spray it down with super clean and spray it off with my pressure washer. I'm gonna have to cover up the hole for the where the carburetor goes, and then the seal up here where the bearing is, and get that covered up. And then this front hole here. I don't know what this. It's like a breather hole or something. I don't know. Haven't really figured that one out yet, but it definitely needs to be covered before you hit it with the pressure washer. So we'll get all that cleaned up, and then once I build up this magneto plate with the coils and condenser and all that, then I can put it back on here. So that video is coming. We'll get all that back together. We'll put the fuel tank back on with new fuel and the right oil mixture in it. Get everything put back together, and then we'll put it in the barrel first, do a barrel test, see how it runs. And then if it runs pretty good, we'll take it out for a lake test. This motor should go on my little aluminum boat real good. So the Mercury Mark 10, it was too heavy for that boat. It's only like a 11-foot boat, aluminum boat. With me in the back and then that motor, it was just too much. But this thing's real light compared to it. So should be no problem putting this on the aluminum boat and doing a video on it, which will be cool. Let me get back here and see if anybody said anything. Hey, Jim. Hopefully you're still hanging in with me here. Sorry, I haven't been checking the comments. It looks like I just have one person on here. It must be you. And one like. Yay. Yeah, it is. Thanks, Jim, for hanging in with me on this. Yeah, I hope it runs too. Um, it should. It should run great. Uh, like I said, I took the this one coil that the wire broke on the inside. I pulled it back out, soldered another piece of wire onto it, and it's ready to go. So I tested it, and I'm getting my 7 ohms out of it. So when I put the new spark plug wire, which I have, I got plenty of it, 20 feet of it now. And when I solder that on there, push this back down where it belongs. It should work good. It'll work a lot better with new spark plug wires too. Then I'm going to put new spark plugs on it. I have to go find those. I don't think they make these particular type anymore. But the old spark plug cable, what do I do with it here? These things, I got to get these off of there because that's what goes on to the spark plugs. So when I put the new cable on, I got to see if I can get these put on the new spark plug wires. Because I like this setup. It's pretty cool. You just screw them on. You know, need a one of those rubber 90-degree plugs for this one. Look how bad this was. It's cracked all over the place. What's the name of this? Reelden, Relden. I think that's what it says. I'll have to look that up. I bet it's the original spark plug wires. Anyway, let me flip this around here. Hang on. I'm making you dizzy, I know. There we go. So anyway, that's it for this live. I just wanted to show you a couple things that I've been doing before I start into the rest of the series on this TD20. So yeah, thanks for stopping in, Jim, and then everybody else that watches this later. Uh, Please subscribe to my channel, Tim's Workshop. Doesn't cost nothing. Great to see you. Have a good one, James. Bye bye now. So we'll see you all later.